What up, everybody? So, enormous box, enormous quad. Yeah. So this is my review of the UTO U907, or as I like to call her, Big Foam Frame. Big Foam Frame. So this thing is big. I mean, I can't. It's hard to fit it. I'll put it right here on the box, like that maybe. All right, so let's talk about it. Um, this thing is big. This thing is foam. This thing is frame. Big foam frame. This thing makes me laugh more than any quad I've ever flown. And because of that, I love this thing. It just makes me laugh. I have not had one flight where I wasn't laughing through the whole thing. It's big and ridiculous and awesome. So let's go into some of the bad first. Um, and you know, honestly, there's not a lot. So I mean, I think some of you, maybe most of you, might think that I'm gonna list this big foam frame as something bad. And you know what? I'm not. This thing is what it is. It, if you're getting one of these, you know you're not getting a sporty quad. I mean, not as sporty as you could get. You know what I mean? This is built for cameras. This model I have doesn't have the camera. The buttons on the transmitter actually would work if I did have it, but I don't. This one didn't have one, and that's no big deal to me. But it is a camera quad. It flies very high. It's got the range is really large on this quad. It's very far. I can't remember. I think it's like maybe 200 meters. I can't remember, but it's up there. 150 meters, maybe 200. It has really long range, so it's meant to fly up and far and film, and the foam frame is makes it stable and would cause it to, you know, probably do very good video. Um, so the frame itself isn't bad, but it does affect it. So, wind and stuff will push this around. It doesn't want to move through the wind very well, and that's a bad thing. But the frame itself is surprisingly not bad. It's pretty fun actually. Um, so the yaw would be a bad thing. It's slow. It has 4 rates, not just maybe even 5. 5 rates? I think it's 4. But the yaw is the same in all of them, I believe. If you know me, I only fly in the highest rate, so sometimes I can't remember if the yaw changes because I rarely uh, or mostly never take it out of high. But we'll find out when we go look at it in the flight demo part. So, but even in the highest rate, the yaw is slow. So that's definitely bad. And the pitch. So, as always, it's a camera quad. And my two biggest complaints are what? The yaw and the pitch. But that's because I want to fly them differently than they're supposed to be flown. So I'm listing them as bad because you guys know how I fly. So if you want to fly up and out and film, what I'm saying is probably good for you because the pitch and the yaw affect the camera, what you're filming. So this thing is, I think that's all I'm going to list as bad. The pitch and the yaw. And that's for me, It's not a wind fighter. That's kind of a bad thing. That's about it, you know? I like this thing. I like this thing a lot. I really do. So the good is that this thing is fun, man. This thing is so much fun. Watching it try to keep up with my inputs on the sticks is just hilarious, you know? And, you know, I make this thing do what I want. Sometimes it doesn't do it as fast as I want, but this thing will do what I want. It's very responsive and it's hilarious to watch. You know, flying this in a tight little area, I know you're supposed to have it in a big field or the farmland or in the mountains or something, whatever. I don't fly like that. I fly in tight areas. That's my preferred. I don't care how big they are. I like tight areas. And this thing is hilarious to fly in tight areas. It's so big and it's just funny. Uh, you know, the pitch and high isn't that bad. It's okay. This thing is really powerful, but it needs all that power to lift the frame and whatever camera. I'm pretty sure that this would lift. I mean, this thing has a lot of power. Pretty sure this thing would lift just just about any camera. I don't know about a GoPro, maybe, but a Mobius, definitely, 808, definitely. You could get this, and if you have one of those cameras, you could just rubber band it on, actually you'd have to strap it on. I don't know if you could rubber band this big thing, but um, that's a good thing. Very powerful. It'll carry stuff, and you know I probably should have tested the weight and all of that, but that's not really me. Um, I don't fly to film. You know, so sorry. I wish I could tell you that, but it's just not what I think about or what I do. So, but it is very powerful. It's got a lot of lift, and I'm pretty sure it could handle um, a bigger camera than whatever, you know, little 2 megapixel one they have for this. So um, this thing is durable as hell. I have crashed this so many times. I was flying it in the living room and was flipping it because it looks so ridiculous when it flips, and I mean that in a good way. It looks ridiculous because it's so big and it flips. It flips really good, actually, real fast and tight. Um, but I was flipping it in the living room, and it flipped. It did the whole flip, but I had it really low, and it came down and it hit, and it actually it broke right here in the foam. And if you watch my unboxing, this thing comes with a tube of glue, which, you know, I kind of laughed at in the unboxing. Um, that that stuff is awesome, man. This was about halfway through this break. I don't know if you can even see that with the light, but it was about halfway through the foam, and you know, wobbly, and I think it's just airplane model glue, and put it in the cracks, and I actually just set it like this on the table and just let, you know, gravity, you know, compress that. And this thing is so strong there now. It's crazy. I feel like this unbroken side is weaker than this glued side now. So that glue is awesome. It fixed it so easy. It was so easy to fix, and it's so sturdy. So but you know, that was my bad. I shouldn't have been flipping it, you know, that low to the ground. It has a lot of power and it gives it a little bit of boost. And it was funny. I was doing it a few times before I did that. I didn't even notice the brake until later, but um, very sturdy. And I've crashed this all over the place. Hit house. This thing will just bounce off and keep flying. Just about everything. But the first flight video I had of it, if you saw that, I hit the tree hard off the deck twice, and the thing just bounced and was stable. It just kept flying, super stable. This thing would be so good for. I think these bigger quads are better for beginners, honestly. I know there's not a lot of room, like you can't fly them in the house to learn or whatever. But this thing is so. I had my niece flying this, and she's never flown, and she had it hovering and was moving it around, and you know, probably about not, you know, it was one battery. She only used one battery, and before it died, she was hovering around. It was pretty awesome. So I think these big ones would be really good for beginners. So, and I think if you want something to carry a camera, I think that would be great. Or if you want something that's just super fun to fly and laugh at, I recommend this quad. This is a quad I would have never bought ever, you know, uh, myself, because I've never flown one, and they don't look like what I want, and it's not exactly what I want, but that doesn't make it not fun to fly. This thing is a blast to fly. So um, I like the color scheme. It looks cool. It's got really good lights. All the motors have lights here, the LEDs here, and then this thing fully lights up too, the frame. And there's a light button so you can turn off and on the lights and stuff. It does have a big front flashlight too. So orientation is super easy with this, especially with those big yellow props in the front. So it does come with a full set of spare props, not just two, a full set. They're still in the box. I forgot to pull them out, and a tube of glue, which I used, and is such a great thing. It fixes it so easy. I mean, this thing could be glued up all over, and it would be, perfect. It comes with an 850 milliamp hour, 7.4 volt LiPo, and it gets pretty good flight times for how big it is. The battery is pretty big, so it needs it, but it gets pretty good flight times. I've had 9 minutes with it. That's 9 minutes is long for these. So pretty good flight times. Big battery. It takes about an hour 20 minutes to charge with the charger that it came with, and it does come with a charger, but this one I believe had the European style plug, so unless you have an adapter, you'll need to get that. I have got other UTO big ones like the Fineco FX7C, and that one had a regular plug, and so did the UTO U960, the hexacopter, the X600. It had a regular plug too. So I don't know if they're all European plugs with these, or if maybe I got one before UTO changed it. I'm not sure. Here's the radio, and it's a really nice one. I like this one a lot. Like I said, it gets really, really good range. You have your flip key over here, and you give input. It does really awesome flips for how big it is. This is the speed, and like I said, I think it has 4 speeds, 1 yaw. All the trims work. The camera and the video button are down here, and then it has the light button here, and then a trim reset button, which I think is awesome. I think more things should just have a nice dedicated button for resetting your trims. So that's cool. It's a really nice big radio. It takes 6 AA's, and like I said, this thing gets really good range. I like this transmitter. It's nice. And then it comes with a set of instructions, and they're all in English, very legible, and translated very nicely. If they're even translated, maybe they're just written for the English speakers, but it tells you everything. So a good set of instructions. I really appreciate a good set of instructions. I really do. So I think I've talked about it way enough. We'll go outside and we'll do the normal things, and anything that makes me laugh and have fun, I like this quad. Big foam frame is my friend. So let's go check out the flight demo, and we'll call this a review. Alright guys, so this is going to be the flight demo of the UTO U907, aka Big Foam Frame. So this is sorry, I went back through all of them. Okay, so this is low rates. There's 4 rates, and this is low. thing is so stable. So, okay, so here's low, and here's the yaw. So yeah, it doesn't change. It's got one yaw. Take a look at it again. Oh, whoa, wind's pushing it, wind's pushing it. Okay. Whoop, chop the flowers. Okay. So here's the pitch on low. Not a lot of pitch, really docile. So there's the pitch and the yaw on low. Alright. So here's the second rate. And there's the yaw. You can see it's the same yaw. Alright, so here's the pitch. And not much more pitch at all. But still a nice stable beginner mode. Okay, so here's the third rate, and there's the yaw, same yaw. Sure, float over there. So here's the pitch. This is on the third rate, so it's getting a little better. Still not much pitch. A little bit more though. Alright, so here's the fourth rate, and there's the yaw, so same yaw, so pretty slow yaw. Alrighty, so here's the pitch. So in the fourth rate it has okay pitch, it's not bad. You can get this thing going kind of, as long as there's no wind, or with the wind it'll move pretty quick for such a big thing. See, it's got some pitch in the fourth rate. So, alrighty. This thing is so stable. I mean, this thing is awesome. Look at that. Alright, so, and let's check out some flips. This thing always makes me laugh when it flips. So big. Whoa. Hit the cable line. Hit the cable line. There we go. Alright, so let's do some flying. I really like flying this in a smaller area. It just makes me laugh. Whoa, whoa. Lost a little bit out of sight. They're fighting that wind. This thing is fun. This thing is fun. Big foam frame, yo. Don't knock the big foam frame until you try it. All right. See that? Big foam frame. Oh, big foam frame. Where are you? Oh, I stuck it in the fence. All right, I think that's a good enough flight demo. I got videos of me flying this, so, and I'll have more because I love this thing, so check them out. And yeah, UTO U907. Pretty fun, man. All right, thanks for watching, guys.